Can you hear me?
Hi, you guys. Welcome to our LPL Jewel Zoom call. We're so excited to have you guys here. We have kind of a different call lined up tonight, something that we haven't done in a while. And we've had all this excitement with Jules ranking up on our team and so many amazing higher ranks being achieved. But we have this amazing silver bonus and this amazing gold bonus that is up for grabs this month. So if you are not shooting for that double silver bonus, I would definitely go for it if you've never gone silver before, you guys. Anybody can get 3 people who definitely need these products. We all have friends, cousins, sisters who need to feel as great as we do on these amazing products. So I would really, really reach out to them and get them excited and get them to try the products with you so that you can earn that silver bonus, make a little bit of extra cash. I know everybody has their kids starting back to school, so it's just a very, very crazy time. So after we did our last couple of calls, I got a message from one of my ambassadors that said, I love the excitement and it's so much fun, but I need to know how to get to silver. And I think there was, there's so much excitement about what's going on and what people have done, but sometimes you make it to the higher ranks and then you go, you almost kind of forget all the things you went through. How the trials, whenever you're digging through things, you always forget the other stuff. You only remember the little highlights of the good things. And there's a lot of times we forget what we actually did and what we tried and what worked and what didn't work. So we've had some amazing people really, really shoot up the ranks, and they're doing absolutely amazing. The highest rank of anyone today is gold. We actually have mostly silvers. And these people have really done an amazing job of getting the word out and sharing the business right out of the gate. So we wanted to hear from them. What are they doing? What are they sharing? What do they have in their tool belts that could help you guys get to the next level? So the first person that we have on tonight is Lee Wagner. It was the first day of school for her kiddos, so she is a little bit crazy and actually committed to this call tonight, so thank you so much, Lee. But Lee started on June the 11th, and she has 20 people in her downline, 16 of which she personally signed, and she is actually going for the rank of gold this month. So, Lee, we are so excited to have you on the call, and we'll give you a couple minutes to tell us what tips you got.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, speak up just a little bit, though.
Okay. Hey, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good night. I started this journey watching my best friend go through her plexus health journey and seeing all the success that she had. She gave me some time just to kind of figure it out for myself. And finally, I just did it. And I'm so glad I did. Like Alyssa said, I started on June 11th. Hadn't taken the products before, but her and my friend Lindy Sunday just said, you know what, you can do this. You got this. And they told me, go ahead and make your first post. I said, I haven't taken the products yet. What do you want me to post? But you know what? I was real about it. I just shared my story, and I'd put a post out there on Facebook that just said, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Guess what I am doing? I am taking the first step in this journey that I am starting, my health journey, and who's going to do this with me? And every day since then, I have posted something personal about me, about either how I'm feeling, or part of my testimony was me not having headaches anymore. And that's been a huge one that I've shared because this is something that so many people suffer with. Also, I would post about how I don't have to take anything else to go to sleep anymore. And I had a lot of feedback from that. So everything that I've posted has been personal. I have tried not to vomit plexus on my Facebook. I have just kind of shared what's happening with me. I've had a lot of people reach out to me about that. However, that's not going to sustain my business. I can't wait for everyone to come to me. I am such a rule follower and a nerd that when I got my welcome pack in, I read through it. And I know Alyssa kind of laughed at me because she's like, you read through that? Yes, ma'am, I did. So I read through it. I learned the business. I learned what I needed to do. I learned the lingo of keeping my funnel full and filling out my Franks list and really working on a network side of it and not just social media side. I reach out to at least 3 to 5 people a day, just that magic message. Hey, I know you've seen my Facebook post. It's kind of out of character for me to be sharing something and as far as a product goes, but this is kind of my story. Do you know anybody who has blood pressure issues, blood sugar issues, or could need extra energy? I mean, who doesn't need extra energy? Just send them my way. And I have gotten, believe it or not, a lot of feedback from people saying, well, that's me. I want that. So I was able to share with them. How I keep myself organized is my handy dandy planner because I have to write everything down. And so I have everything done by days. The people that I've reached out to, if I reach out to them on a Monday and I don't hear, or if I reach out to them on a Monday, I will put Thursday or Friday follow up. So I know who I need to follow up with and when. Now I know some of you whose businesses are just exploding. That's not possible because you've got so many people, but right now it's attainable for me, and that's how I keep myself organized. I put everything in my phone. Yes, I do. So I can pull it out very quickly. I have everything saved in my files as far as just the cheat sheet on what the products are, the different ways to sign up, how to sign up as the ambassador. So different things that I can quickly pull up so people are not waiting, instantaneous. And I am not a salesperson, you guys, but you can do this. Anyone can do this. It's just been an amazing ride. I love it. I am, my why behind this is my family. And today has been a kind of a rough day with my family. We've got some issues with my son, just behavior issues starting first grade, and he's really that strong-willed kid. I know, and some of you feel that with me, but my why is so I can stay home. I'm a full-time working mom, just like most of you out there. And my why is my family. I want to spend that time with my family. And so what I do in the morning, I will wake up. When I leave my house in carpool line, I'm making phone calls. I am reaching out to my 3 to 5 people on the way to work. That's what I am doing. I don't listen to the radio anymore because I'm on my phone. So I will do that. Then if I have a 30-minute lunch break, I will take a quick 5-10 minutes and just answer questions that people have posted to me. On my way home from work, same thing, do follow-ups. Come home when my kids go to bed, I will get myself organized. Generally between 9 and 10 o'clock, I will do that. So it's consistent. Yes, I see that, Corinne. Yes, consistency is key. You have to do it every day. But that's pretty much what I do. And I know I've way gone over my time, and I do apologize, but I encourage you all just to do it. You can do it. I promise you can do it. I can do it. You can do it.
Awesome. Lee, those were really, really great tips. So thank you so much for sharing. Seriously, like they said, your enthusiasm, that has a lot to do with it, you guys. Like how excited you are to share with somebody, people definitely feel if you are excited or not. So I want to, sorry, let me give a couple. I want to introduce our next guest. Our next guest's name is Jen Williams. She actually played basketball with Corinne in high school. They went to school together. And she actually started signing people, and Corinne gave me a call and goes, oh my goodness, I think, we waited a little too late. This girl could have totally fast started. She is doing amazing this week. We have got to talk to her. And guys, she is on fire. So Jen, we want you to unmute yourself and tell us what you got. Jen has 10 ambassadors, and she's only been working the business about 2 weeks. So she is definitely going to be going for gold. Where is Jen?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hi. Thank you guys for having me on. When you guys asked me to be on, I was definitely flattered, and this is really cool. So I tried to make notes today. I think it's so funny when people say, find the nooks and crannies. When I was making my notes today, that was exactly how I was doing it. I have been watching Corinne post for 4 years about this, and Corinne and I have not kept in great touch since high school, but I've watched her go from being a teacher to a stay-at-home mom to her lifestyle, and I'm like, gosh, there's got to be something to this. If she looks amazing, she acts amazing, her kids are gorgeous, she just always seems so happy. So I don't really know why I took the leap or why I went for it, but when I signed up, I didn't really have a whole lot of expectations. I didn't know what the business was about. I didn't know what to expect. I'd say my biggest shock in all of this has been the support system. I think as women, we totally tend to be jealous of each other and knock each other down, and this business has been completely different. So for me to have that support system, and every time I sign somebody, it's been way to go, this is awesome, that has been such a great thing, because as women, sometimes we're catty and all those things. So where I've had success is, first of all, starting with my friends that I know have issues. For example, I was a college basketball coach for 10 years, and I know one of my best friends who she has such stress and anxiety and gut issues, and it's been kind of a joke because we've roomed together recruiting, and I talked with her, and she was on board like 5 seconds later, which you love when you're that easy of signs, you know what I mean, when they will commit that quickly. But then I asked if I could post it on Facebook, and she said, sure, whatever. And I got 2 more ambassadors from that, because she is so well liked, and so everyone's like, well, if she's doing it, well, then I should do it. So that's where my starting success has come from, is contacting people who post on Facebook about migraines or issues or those kinds of things. And then, Corinne and you have both been really awesome on offering me advice, and finding those people that I think can really hit the ground running has been important for me. I didn't think about that when I first started. I think when I first started, I was like, okay, I got to find whoever I can to sign as an ambassador, but I haven't gotten the roots. I've gotten my level ones, but they haven't really gone out there. I've got a couple that I think will be runners and are really excited about it, but that's something that I didn't think of until I spoke with Alyssa and Corinne, just finding those people that can support my business. And I didn't really know anything about Plexus. I didn't have a goal of I'm going to make $1,000 a month, or, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom, or, any of those things. But my husband's a college coach. I'm a teacher. Neither of those maybe offer great, the teacher maybe, but college coach doesn't offer great job security. So coming up with something that gave us more income, we were living paycheck to paycheck, where we could not have those stresses. I know all of us do. We've got 3 kids under 3. We had twins a year ago, and it's probably been, I'm rambling here a little bit, but it's probably been a year-long process to find something that I could make money at and be healthy, and this is where I landed. And it's just been a really amazing journey in the last month. I definitely had to overcome some obstacles with putting myself out there on Facebook. I have no problem contacting people. I was a college basketball coach. I worked for an advertising firm in the summer. So I'm used to contacting people, but putting myself out there was hard. Some people may have seen Corinne's post today about her goals. And I think it's so hard to put your goals out there, because now people see if you succeed or you fail. So putting myself out there has been my biggest challenge. So just looking at some of the things Alyssa sent us today, once I contact people and they show a little bit of interest, or I see likes on Facebook, I really try to follow up with those people, like Lee was talking about, give them 2 or 3 days to process. And those people who are new, I think the mistake I made the first probably week or 2 was I was really overbearing. If somebody showed some interest, I was almost in their face, like, okay, we're going to do this. Let's move on. Let's do this. And I couldn't understand why they couldn't process it. Well, I had 4 years of Corinne's Facebook messages to process, and they had a day and a half to kind of process this information. So I lost a couple early because I was just too in their face. So I wanted that silver. I wanted to rank up, and it cost me. So I guess that's some advice I'd give too, is that, you know, and I'm new, I don't know, but to just give people some time to process this.
And you want to know what I would say to that? I would say being humble and going back and saying, hey girl, I know I talked to you a couple of weeks ago, but I owe you an apology. I was so excited about my new business that maybe I came off a little bit strong because I'm that excited about the products, and I just wanted to apologize if I was too in your face. I have sent that message before, and people were like, oh my gosh, girl, no, I just wasn't ready or whatever. And it really gets people kind of thinking, well, okay, well, maybe she's not crazy. Because if they know you recognize that, then you can kind of like mend fences, and then they'll eventually come back to you. But you've done an amazing job, girl. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
So the next person that we have on is, I hope I don't butcher it, Lisa, I'm sorry, Lisa D'Alessio. And Lisa is somebody who has been on the products for a good long while, and then decided all of a sudden that she was going to maybe work the business. And she reached out to Stacy, and Stacy told her she was trying to reach a goal. And Lisa was like, you know what? I love these products. I love the way I feel, and I can help you. And literally within a week, she had 8 ambassadors within a week. And she thinks that that's kind of like, oh, that's not that big of a deal. It's a big deal. And, you know, she would say, I only have 200 and something Facebook friends and, you know, all this. But Lisa, can you share with us? Because you have amazing skills, girl.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. I'm very nervous, so I wrote some notes if I look to the side. So I started Triplex the end of May, was on them for a while. I didn't share anything with any of my friends. Nobody knew that I was even taking these products. I didn't share with anyone. I'm very sort of private, or was very private on Facebook. So I never really posted very often. But I started feeling really good. About a month into taking the products, I started feeling really, really good. And I guess I just kind of got caught up in the excitement of what Stacy was going through. And I don't know, I just decided one day, it was July 19th when I posted. And it was a very simple post. It was just this pink drink, oh, I'm feeling great, whatever. I couldn't believe the response I got to that one post. And I think it was because I really never posted very often. So when people saw me post, number one, they noticed it, but then that I was talking about something so personal. Anyway, I got tons of comments and likes, and I just reached out to every one of those people who even showed, you know, a little bit of interest or curiosity by private message. And I think a big part of them reaching out to me was just that because my Facebook group is so small, it's really people who I know pretty well. And who really trust me, and they know that if I'm going to talk about something, it's something. In fact, I had a couple of friends say to me, all right, what's going on? This is so unlike you. You know, this has to be something. So there were, you know, I was very nervous about posting. Stacy had been encouraging me to post. I was very nervous about doing it. I had a lot of fears. Number one, I didn't want to be a salesperson. I had no interest in selling anything. I didn't want to start over posting out of the blue and sounding like I was trying to sell things to people. And another really big thing was I felt like I don't even really know much about these products. So how do I sell these things to people I don't even know about it? So I just decided that, you know, I just was going to share with people that I was feeling great. This is what I'm doing. I have this information I can share with you. If you want to try it. I just started trying to post on Facebook a little bit more often. Nothing about Plexus right away, but just little things here and there, and just sort of built up so that people would start to notice me. Sorry. What happened was I had all those responses so quickly, I got very overwhelmed by it. And so right away I was like, whoa, okay, these people are like counting on me now. And I need to get organized. So the first thing I did was I went out and I got a binder, and I made a log sheet for each person. And I created files on Google Drive so that I could share them either through email or text, message, whatever was easiest. I tried to get them, the ones that I could, into a trial group. I tried to learn as much as I could quickly about the products, and that was really just, you know, paying attention to the groups I was put in, the Passion for Plexus and the Living the Pink Life, whatever, those groups that I was put in, and I just watched all the videos and read as much as I could. Then I made sure to check back in with people. If I couldn't answer their questions, I found the answers for them and got back to them. But the thing that I've found really, really helpful was the welcome calls. Stacy was like, we got to set up these welcome calls. We got to set up these calls. And I found not only is it good in really building that relationship with people and really them feeling, instead of I'm just selling them something, throwing it at them and walking away, that they have that support system there. And having Stacy there also with me, I'm learning so much just on those calls with her. So that's been really helpful. I just decided that if these people were going to trust me, I was just going to be as open and honest as I could. I take it very seriously when somebody signs with me, and so I'm very upfront with them from the start. I tell them that, you know, if they don't buy into the whole gut health thing, then this probably isn't going to work for them. If they're looking for a miracle, quick fix, not going to happen. You know, they need to be consistent. They need to really be serious about it. They can't just, you know, have a bottle, you know, take these pills and everything's going to be great. So anyway, I didn't go into it for the business aspect of it. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice perk. It's happened so quickly for me. I mean, it's only been a month, and had you told me a month ago I would even be doing this, I wouldn't have believed you. So I'm still kind of figuring out where I'm going with this. I'm trying not to go too fast. I'm trying to take it slow. But I'm just trying to, you know, be myself and just, you know, share what I can with people, and it's resonating. So.
Girl. And I think you guys, like, something that she did so amazing is that she really dug in and would like watch videos and then ask questions about the videos. Like, it was a ton of questions because she's just really like trying to know, like, knowledge is power. And in the beginning, don't you feel like you don't know anything? So like,
yeah.
as much as you can, and you will learn. Okay, so I do want to let you guys know we're going to be going over on this call. So if you were planning on getting on the leaders call, it's probably not going to happen tonight because I do believe we're going to be going another probably 15 or 20 minutes because we have two more amazing speakers. But this is great information that you definitely want to hear. So sorry about that, guys. But I wanted to introduce the next guest. The next guest name is Blaine Imhoff. And Blaine actually reached an amazing goal that very few people do. I think a total of maybe 5 people on our team have ever fast started gold, and that means she got 20 people in the first 30 days. So I want to introduce Blaine to you, and Blaine, tell us what you got.
Hey y'all, I don't know if my volume's good. My babies are sleeping, so I was trying to. We're good. Okay. Hey everybody, I'm super nervous. I'm not a talker, and even though y'all are not actually in front of me, I'm super nervous. So sorry about that. Yes. So I just kind of did notes, Alyssa, from what you messaged us today. The main thing that brought me to Plexus was I shared in that Facebook group the other day, but I have PCOS. I also am insulin resistant. I work out close to 20 hours a week. I'm a group fitness instructor. And since weaning my youngest, which I was pregnant and nursing for a really long time, so since weaning, I'd only gained weight. And I was just really frustrated. I felt like I was working so hard on taking care of myself, but I was just really spinning my wheels. And so I saw Lindy's post, and I thought, that's not for me, that's not for me, that's not for me. So finally one day I think I brought it up. I think I asked her about it, and I tried the old Slim, and I was like, nope, it's definitely not for me. And so, like, about 2 weeks later, when the new Slim came out, she's like, just try it. And she brought me 2 or 3 sticks, I think. And I took my little water bottle after class, and I was hooked from then on. And so I knew I was going to try it, but I had no intentions of working the business. Like I mentioned, I have a small business, and then I also actually am a distributor for another completely different product line, and that was actually one of my conflicts, was that I did not want any sort of what's the word I'm looking for, any sort of conflict, I guess. So anyway, so I started on the products, and I mean instantly, like 2-3 days into it, fell in love, like kicked myself in the behind for not starting months and months and months before, when I'd seen not just Lindy, but then once I saw Lindy, who I'm actually close to, posting about it, I thought, God, I should have started sooner. And so that, like I said, that's really what I had to overcome, was just trying to decide, okay, am I going to do this? Am I going to run with this? So we had a call like y'all were talking about earlier, which was amazing. We did a Zoom, and that's it. They said, you know, you can do this. I mean, you know 3 people who need this. And I thought, absolutely I do. I know, you know, the girls in my circle are all moms. We all have younger kids. Some have older and younger. But, I mean, who doesn't need more energy? Like, who doesn't want to, you know, get to the end of their day when their husband gets home and not be a puddle, you know, just like, you know, drooling and trying to slap themselves to stay awake to watch a little Criminal Minds with their hubby, you know? So I knew, or is that just me? I don't know. So anyway, I knew that I had at least 3 friends who would not only do this with me, but benefit from doing this with me. And so that was kind of that. Like I reached out to them, text messages. I've messaged, Facebook messaged tons of people that I don't have their number, but if I do have their number, I try to be more personal and go with text messages. And I mean, I got the 3 that quick, and Alyssa's like, girl, you can do this. You can totally do this. And so I thought, why not? I mean, why not give it a shot? And I think somebody mentioned earlier, you know, going for people who are actually going to want to work the business. That is a mistake that I made. I was just trying to get to that 20. And I did quickly. And now I'm really trying to regroup and start working or maybe more introducing the business to people as I'm signing them up, because I have some folks who say they're interested, they want to take the products a while or whatever, but I don't, like Lee mentioned earlier, to sustain my business long term. I do want some folks on my team that are actually interested in working the business. My whys are very, very specific. I am a stay-at-home mom. We're crazy all over the place. I teach stroller fitness classes, but I don't actually bring in much of any income doing that. And so my husband works so hard and just takes such good care of us. And I really want to just contribute financially. And so that is my goal. We live out in the country, so we're going to have to send our boys to private school. So that's my goal, is to just help with the tuition costs when my little boy starts preschool next fall. So it's very specific to me, but it's very personal, and it's not just, you know, let's do this, let's make a run at it. I really want to do that. I want to be able to show my husband, he's a bottom line guy, he's a business guy. So I want to be able to just show him, like, this is what I'm doing. And so it's not only helping me physically, but it's helping our family, and it's going to. And I believe that it's going to. I believe that this is, you know, long term for me. So that's my very specific why. A pool would be nice too. That disappear. A pool would be nice too, but we'll worry about that later. And that, let's see. I just wrote a couple things that I guess tips that I am trying to kind of incorporate now, if things I've been doing too. But definitely take advantage when our team offers specials. I know Alyssa will post every weekend, every other weekend or whatever. I would definitely encourage you to do that, because that's how I've gotten several of my people that have been watching you and kind of on the fence. And then all of a sudden you're offering this fantastic special and they're like, okay, today's the day. So definitely I would say take advantage of yes, a pool is a good goal. I think so too, Amy. Take advantage of that. I've actually followed back up with my no's, people who I reached out originally who for one reason or another said no. Well, I've had a couple I have one doing our 7-day trial right now. So reach back out to them. Along those lines, I should say, don't take it personally when they do say no. That's really big for me. I get embarrassed. I have no problem posting publicly, but I felt more vulnerable personally reaching out to people. And so that's what I've had to really work on through this process, is that, you know, you're meeting people where they are. And just because they say no now doesn't mean that they're going to say no forever. And so, you know, it's not a personal attack on you, because I said no for a very long time, and it was nothing personal against Lindy. It wasn't the right time for me, but it finally was. So don't take that personally. And then the biggest one is take advantage of your upline. The girls above me, I know, will tell you I harass them. I ask 4,000 questions. I'll send 6 voice messages in a row, just as the thoughts. If y'all can't tell, I'm kind of a all over the place person. And so take advantage of your upline, because they truly, like I think Jen mentioned earlier, they want you to succeed. They want you to do well with this. And it's not to benefit them, it's to benefit you, to make you feel good about this, and to just to invest back in you. So I am blessed with some badass chicks that are above me, and so I'm so grateful for that. But just take advantage of them because they're a wealth of knowledge. And like Lisa said, I mean, starting out, I still don't know anything. I still harass them quite regularly. So I know I talked too long, but take advantage of your upline, reach out to them, and rock it. You can do it. You can do it. Like Lisa said, if I can do this, you can do this. We can do this together. So I'm excited to be on this journey with y'all, and I'm loving it. I'm so happy to be here. Wish it would have started sooner, but it started now, and I'm happy about that. So thank y'all for listening to me.
Awesome. So, and this is why I teamed you up with Jen, because Jen, you guys have like total opposite fears. Like one doesn't mind posting on Facebook, the other has issues like talking.
Right.
You guys are like perfect together. Y'all can totally help each other with whatever you have going on. So, on, guys, like if you see somebody that is right where you are and you hear from them and you see, oh my goodness, I totally relate to that girl, send her a message after this call and let her know that, because you need sideline people so that you guys can like each other's posts and get to the next step and help support each other. So the next person that I have is Jill Sampson. And Jill, I swear I open my emails and I'm like, Jill again. Like Jill is like on fire these last couple of weeks. Jill has a total of 35 people in her downline, and she signed up on May the 2nd. She is silver and hoping to get to gold really soon. So Jill, tell us what you got. Jill, does Jill know how to unmute herself?
Okay, there.
There we go. All right.
Got it? Okay, awesome. Hey everyone. So a lot of the things that I was going to say are things that people already said anyways. My number one thing that I think works for me is, well, two things: be a product of the product. And it goes along with what people tell us about Facebook. Like if you're posting your big cheeseburger and fries, you're not really being a product of the product. If you're not, if you're claiming the products do this, this, and this, but you're not showing that in your posts, you're not really being a product of the product. And then I think you're not as convincing. So I've really, really tried to, every time I post, I'm so intentional about what I post, even down to like activities with my kids. I don't post us on movie night laying on the couch anymore. I post our outdoor activities. So that's my first tip. My other one is to be bold. And I told Alyssa this earlier today, but she posted a video, I don't know, like a month ago, and she was in her car and she's like, oh my gosh, you guys, I just saw this lady in the store and I know she would have been perfect. And now I'm like chasing after her in my car because she would be perfect. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to be bold, because these people in public that I don't know and they don't know me, like I'm probably never going to see them again. But there's a chance that like I could help them and they could be a part of my team and my team could grow and, all this stuff. So I've started doing that. So I carry my big, huge Kate Spade purse that I won from Julie Adams. And inside of it, I stuff brochures that I ordered through Plexus that have all my contact information on the back of it. I carry samples, I carry catalogs, all kinds of stuff. And I'm just bold. I just reach out to people and I give stuff to people. I can't stop thinking about Plexus and what the products do for me. So it is always like at the forefront of my brain. And so just natural opportunities that come up in conversation with just a random stranger. Like, I feel like it's not salesy because I interject these things naturally when they pop into my brain. I don't wait at the end of the conversation and be like, oh, by the way, like, have you ever heard of Plexus? But when they naturally come up in conversation, and it does all the time, it's crazy. So I just make sure I have stuff on hand in my purse to give to people. And I don't have any new ambassadors or customers through that, but I will tell you, I have several people who comment on all of my stuff that are these random strangers that I've met, and they are commenting constantly about, like, on my Plexus posts. So that's crazy. The other thing is wear Plexus. So I wear my Plexus gear and I carry my Plexus water bottle. I don't ever take a different water bottle anywhere with me anymore. It's always one that says Plexus on it. And I see people like look at my shirt or whatever, and you know, maybe we're just passing by in the store, but it's still like catches their attention. I can tell that they look at it, and maybe they'll never be my ambassador or customer, but maybe they'll be, you know, somebody else's. So I do that. And then it's already been touched on, but the 5-3-1, so reaching out to 5 people every day, I definitely do that. My first month or two, I probably reached out to 10 or 15 people every day and checked on people. I've added over 600 friends since Corinne's call about a month and a half ago when she told us to add mutual friends. I had under 400 friends when I started Plexus, and I have 1,050 now. My last two, well, some of my last ambassadors that I got are people who I don't know them. I don't know them at all. They're people who I've added. So that was wonderful information. It was not in my comfort zone. Before Plexus, I had never added a friend ever. I had only been friends with people who had friend requested me. And I was like, you know what? This is my opportunity to not live paycheck to paycheck because I'm a single mom. I don't have any child support from a father, and I've lived paycheck to paycheck ever since I had kids. And I was like, you know what? If Facebook and Messenger are my way to not do that anymore, like, I don't care, you know? And so I do it and I love it. And the other thing I say about Facebook posts is, you know, I know people say like, don't be salesy or whatever. I find that the ones that catch the most attention and I get messages from people are just the ones that you do the short and they show up in the color block. I find that those really, really get people's attention. And hashtags, people love hashtags. So even when we give the real informative Facebook posts, like if you give some catchy, funny hashtags, I think that works. That, you know, that's just been advice, and nothing that I'm saying is new. Like that's my another thing. Like just be coachable. So I do everything Julie tells me to do. I do everything Corinne tells me to do. I do everything Alyssa tells me to do. I'm on every call. I read. I'm reading the book. I mean, I just do everything that everybody says to do because they know what to do and it works. The last thing Alyssa mentioned was for me to talk about organization. So I'm sitting next to my cheesy board. Somebody's comment came up. Okay, so I keep this board, and I don't know if you can see it, but it has all of my ambassadors. I have all my level 1s. I have all my level 1s listed, my level 2s and 3s, all my customers. I have on there when they signed up, what they're taking, what their why is, if they've shared it with me. I have, because I'm trying to go gold this month, I have Post-its on everybody. I have like blue for her who has already given me 5 points this month. I have the dates written on the other people's. And I also keep my goal, one of my goals every month is the 700 consistency club. So I keep a board that shows, I have every month listed out for the whole year with ambassador 1, 2, 3, customer 1, 2, 3. And as I get them, I fill their names in, and then I check them off. June, July, August are checked. I've gotten it every month. So, so that was that. And I look at my goals every single morning. They're in my bedroom. I get up, I look at them. I look at them every day. I spend my first hour, well, it's almost school, so it's going to change, but I'm still like somebody said earlier, I'm going to spend my time on my drive to work. This is what I want to do. Like, this is just what I want to do, and I know it. And the other day, somebody told us, don't make your whys your why nots. And it's just absolutely true. So you do have time. We all have time. You just have to want to have time. So that's all.
Okay, you guys, if you're like totally not inspired after this call, especially after just hearing what Jill said, that was amazing. Your organization right out of the gate, Jill, is like amazing. Normally, we get overwhelmed because we have too much going on, and then we have to figure out how we're going to organize ourselves. And so you are definitely a teacher, like Julie said. All so organized, but the way that you put your Post-its where you're going to get your 3 new customers, you're waiting for them, and then you're going to write their name in when you get them. I love that. That's so visual. And you guys, I really think that, you know, if you have been on this call, or if you were kind of busy during this call, you can go back through and take some notes because I really feel like we're going to have a lot of these ladies become jewels, because they all have a why as to why they're doing this, and they all have goals. Like, did you notice they were going for goals, and they picked a specific goal? They didn't sign up and said, well, let me see, I'm gonna post and see what happens. And I know I've been guilty of that. I even said in the beginning, let me post and see what happens. And then I was like, you know what? This is on. Like, I got like a taste of it, and then I set goals, and every single month I set a new goal. So if you set a goal and you don't know where you're going, then it's time to set a new goal. Or if you set a goal and you didn't reach it, then time to reevaluate and get to a new goal, because you've got to have somewhere to go, you guys, because all of these amazing 5 ladies are going somewhere because they've decided they're going there and why they're going there. So thank you, ladies, so much for being on this call. I absolutely loved hearing all of your ideas. I cannot wait to go back and rewatch it and take some notes, because there's things that you guys are doing that we're not doing. So like they said, don't reinvent the wheel. Make sure that you're getting on the calls, getting ideas from others, and I hope that you guys have an absolutely fabulous night. So I am going to